the legal process is being followed to deploy these troops to Haiti. And the judge said it's unconstitutional. The institution that has brought this matter up should not bring this matter up. This still is, the government has said it's going to appeal this.
Yes.
Okay?
Rightly.
So let's not really argue on the legalities of this and that.
Yes.
As it stands, a competent judge with jurisdiction has said it's unconstitutional as it stands. Okay?
And
Now, if you want to have the legal argument on whether or not this is legally true, whether the judge is right in his legal interpretation or not, I don't think we are in the place to do that, to discuss that.
Yes.
So let's go into, the lobby
However,
group that you represent
yes.
as the chief inspiration officer for Africa for Haiti is saying that, you know what, Kenyans, we need to find a way of coming to the aid of the people of Haiti.
Yes.
By deploying, is it police officers, or are you insistent on police officers, or are you insistent on deploying Kenyans to go and help restore peace?
Thank you.
Whether they are Kenyan police, Kenyan army, Kenyan military police.
You see,
Are you fixated on it being Kenya from the National Police Service?
before I go into that, I just want you to allow me to indulge a bit on that judgment. And I know you said rightly that we don't have to argue on that because it's constitutional. But the first point of the matter is the judge is not final.
He's not.
He may be a competent judge, but there is a court process that has not been exhausted.
True.
Secondly, if you read his judgment, the second part of his judgment pointed out a remedy. Okay? And you've heard, I think when we were coming into the show, the president was speaking on that matter. And he said that remedy, and already I want to say
What
that...
is the remedy that
the
the judge
remedy
recommends?
is that Kenya and Haiti have established diplomatic ties. Sawa sawa? And that the pact was signed when the diplomatic pact was signed in New York when the president was at the General Assembly. So therefore, what we're going to do is regularize the relationship within the Kenya Police Service Act between the Kenya Police Service and the Haitian police.
Having reciprocity.
Yes.
Which is
Exactly.
what the judge
so
says.
that then now the deployment, once it's compliable with the law, then the deployment can go on.
So you have no issue with what the judge said?
No, listen, the only thing is this.
Right.
We hope that the judge would understand that
There's
urgency in this matter. And the Haitian people come first in this matter.
So we break the law?
No, we're not breaking the law. And because Kenya is a country of following the law, and that is why the president has said we are going to appeal and we are going to rectify as per what the law states. Because remember, like I told you, this was an emergency call, a global call, and Kenya rose to it. And you know also in parliament, it allows the executive to implement and later on, regularize.
No.
No, hold on. You've seen that happen. Yes.
No.
Why?
Let's not make stuff up on the fly.
No, I'm saying you're not getting me. You remember like the Hustler Fund. Let me just take you back to the Hustler Fund.
Yes.
Please.
Hustler Fund. Let's hear this example.
Listen, just give me an opportunity.
Go on.
In Parliament, before anything is passed in Parliament, the executive there's a window of opportunity for the executive to implement a policy and regularize it later, like make it part of the law. Go to Parliament, like the Hustler Fund.
Okay, give us the example of the Hustler Fund.
Exactly.
What did the executive do?
The government established the Hustler Fund before it was established in Parliament.
No.
Yes.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Wasn't that the argument?
The public finance management regulations were published by the National Treasury. They went through public participation. They went to Parliament. They were passed by Parliament. And then the president launched the Hustler Fund.
Yes.
Okay?
Exactly.
Parliament came first, and then the fund came second.
Yes.
I do not know.
There are situations.
Maybe there are those instances. Yes. I know I'm not the sharpest tool in this box. Maybe they're there where the executive can come up with a law start implementing that law, and then go to Parliament and say, you see that law that we've been implementing, and we pass it. Maybe it's there, but I have never heard of it.
You know,
and maybe you can point us to that one where you say,
I think I don't want to be
executive
misquoted. What
is
I'm trying to
allowed
say,
to-
I don't want to be misquoted in this fact. Yeah, what I'm trying to say, there is because I'm not a lawyer, I would not argue it properly. But what I'm trying to say is that there is a window whereby government can propose to implement something, and later on regularize it through the law in Parliament.
where is that window, boss?
I need to get my information correct, but it's a matter of the law.
And are you suggesting that such a thing will happen in this instance?
No, what I'm suggesting is this. Yeah? There was no, in this instance, there was nothing like that. But what I was saying is, the president of Kenya went to Parliament with this UN resolution, and the Parliament passed it. Okay? So Parliament, the role of Parliament is to make laws, right? And the role of the judiciary is to interpret judicial matters or judicial issues. And that's why Kuro Koth, the Third Way Alliance, went to court. So the interpretation of the judicial issue that was brought before the court is what that has led to the judgment. But the procedure of coming up with the deployment and going there was followed as per the law, because it was passed by Parliament, and Parliament approved the deployment.
Wait, can we stop arguing about this? Because you've already said that the judge said there are some gaps that are missing in the process followed.
Yes.
And the president has acknowledged
Yes.
those gaps
Yes.
and said we are going to rectify those gaps. So now we can't go back and say there were no gaps.
No, there are gaps.
Okay,
Yeah.
bas.
but also
City.
when you talk about Haiti and you talk about the ardent emergency need to save Haiti, Haiti has been independent since 1804.
Yes.
How many centuries?
2 centuries.
Exactly. In those 2 centuries, how many periods has it actually known peace?
Wow.
There's been more conflict than peace.
And that's the thing.
Now,
And that's the thing. You
The
don't
United-
let your brother,
the-
when your brother
the
is in
Uni-
trouble,
the
you don't
United-
give up on
The
him.
United States occupied that country for 19 years. 1915 to 1934. Okay? That is after other people had. You see, the history of Haiti, or
Haiti.
Haiti, okay. What is this thing that the Kenyan troops, let's say everything was hunky-dory and we'd follow the law, everything is fine. What is this thing that we're going to do that is going to change this 2-century-old history of violence which just keeps escalating with time? What is this thing that we're going to do?
Number one is we're going to bring our expertise to their police force. Remember, Haiti lacks law and order, number one. These gangs have taken over the whole country. Women are being raped. There's a lot of killings. It's just ruthless, basically. And Kenya has experience. Kenyan police has experience with dealing with dangerous gangs.
No, nothing like Haiti.
No, what I
This-
agree.
This is
No, I agree with you. But you see, they still have the experience, and globally we have the experience. Sawa, globally in the global standing, and the Kenya police has the capacity to train the Haitian police and build the Haitian to become much more equipped to deal with the gang matter.
Can you give 3 areas in which the Kenyan police is well equipped to train the Haitian police in the issues that they're dealing with currently? Just 3.
3 areas that the Kenyan police
that they would go and
number
equip,
one,
yeah.
Number one, Kenya has had an issue with dealing with gangs. You know, in the past we've had issues with Mongiki and other people and other gangs in this country, and now we don't have those issues because the Kenyan police was able to stamp out those gangs. You know, also we've been able to deal with these things. Secondly, the level of professionalism within the Kenya police force in Africa and in the African context is one of the best, the professionalism. So they will be able to impart this on the police to deal with this. Then secondly, Kenya also has a good level of community policing. You know, even what lacks also in places like Haiti is instruments like community policing. Community policing is enshrined in our country, and the community policing idea. So those are 3 I've given you. Yes.
You know, everything that you've said is predicated on understanding that you're talking about a country which actually has law and order. Now, unfortunately, that is a thing that doesn't exist in Haiti. This thing we're talking about, law and order,
Yes. And that's where it should
Mungiki
be
existed.
restored.
Yes, it should.
Yes.
One would have hoped that 19 years of occupation by the U.S. would have done this. 19 years, a long time.
And that's why we said we don't want to go into that. What we are saying, we're looking at what is their need today. Brothers and sisters, let me bring you closer to the need, apart from the need of the Haitian gangs and all that. Haiti suffered the worst hurricane and cyclone and earthquake in a matter following each other,
Yeah.
one after the other. Sawa, these people have never recovered. They also suffered the same way we suffered with the global pandemic of COVID. These people have never recovered. Now, to make it much more worse is now the gang problem. So we want to look at the gang issue systematically and approach it systematically so that we can come to the aid of the Mamamboga, of the common people in Haiti
Let me ask you
who
a
are being
question.
ruled by the gangsters.
You've raised a very good point, actually.
Mtu ya boda boda.
You've raised a very good
Why-
point.
why
I mean, at this rate, why stop? You've raised a very good point. You talk about a situation.
No, that Mamamboga is a common person.
It's
Na mtu ya
buzzword.
boda boda.
It's a
Okay.
buzzword, yes.
You raised something about another situation in which Haiti went through a very terrible situation. Let's just take Haiti. Let's even
Yeah.
forget about all the issues that Kenya has right
Yes,
now
yes,
that could need
yes.
some
Imagine.
kind of intervention.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's leave Kenya.
Yes.
Doesn't matter.
Kabisa.
Let's send troops to Haiti.
Yes.
Okay? Now, hurricane. You talked about the hurricane.
Yes.
Did we see a rally from Africa, like this same kind of lobby group, to help with mitigation efforts, humanitarian needs, a rally call such as this? Like you've
2015.
said,
2015.
like you've said,
2015, there was
Let me
We Are
ask
the
the
World.
question, brother.
Sorry. Go on, sister.
from Africa, did we see this kind of thing?
From Africa.
Your lobby group, I don't know how.
No,
long it's been.
we were not
Africa for
existing by
Haiti.
that time, by 2015.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Our existence came about due to the interactions that we've had with other youth globally. And so we decided that, look, it's high time us as African youth, not just Kenyan, because this is not a Kenyan matter. It's an African youth thing. What can we do to support these Haitian people? And that's how Africa for Haiti came. And we decided now we're not just going to sit there, we're going to come together and raise this awareness and approach whoever is there.
Okay.
And raise the awareness. And that's why I'm here today, so that I can raise the awareness and raise the bar for Kenyans to understand we're not going to Haiti because we are a puppet of the West. We're going to Haiti because Haiti comes from Africa.
Let me ask another question.
African, Asian people
Yeah.
are African people.
May I ask another one?
Yes.
CT brought up the fact that there have been nations with military might, military intelligence, all manner of resources at their disposal. One of those countries being the United States. And there's been occupation in Haiti for the last 2 decades. And if anything, the situation has deteriorated. So my question is, if a country, which many have a claim that is the strongest on the globe in terms of its military might, its expertise, has not been able to invite and maintain a situation of peace, what then do we think will be done now that will be different from what the United States was not able to do?
Thank you. It's a beautiful question.
I thank you.
Just like the person who said it. Let me tell you, not so long ago, similar noise that we're hearing today was being made about the Somali matter. We were being told that KDF is going to occupy Somalia. And today, years later, after the AMISOM started, was the objective achieved?
Of
Then,
Somalia.
No. The objective of bringing peace and stability in Somalia. Today we have an active Somali government, isn't it? The people of Somali have a government in place.
It was there before.
No, hold on.
Kenyan
What I'm
Defense
saying,
Forces
during
of
Siad
Somalia.
Barre, and then I want to also point out The same US, right, went into Somali, Black Hawk Down. You remember? During the time they tried to go into Somali to restore peace, they were kicked out. They were chased out. They were defeated by the Somalis. But later on, Kenya came and AMISOM came and restored peace and stability in Somalia. And that is why Kenya is going to restore peace and stability, and not just Kenya alone.
Okay.
Antigua, Barbados, Suriname, Jamaica, you understand? All these African Caribbean countries are part of it.
What exactly is Kenya going to do in Haiti? I'm a bit confused.
Look, Kenya, according to what the deployment that has been brought about, that was brought to Parliament by, according to the Internal Security Minister, they're going to do it in phases, okay? Whereby they're going to deploy the police in different phases. And the mission, obviously, the secrets of the mission are held secret by the government. We would not start speaking here on what the mission technicalities will entail.
Right.
We are not in that position.
Okay.
And we would jeopardize the mission. So our work and my work is to create awareness, the global awareness.
Answer City's question.
Yes.
So what is Kenya going to do in Haiti?
Kenya is going to Haiti to assist the Haitian people in restoring law and order. First, to train the police.
So
it's a police.
It's an armed operation.
Yes, it is armed, and it's also going to entail all other aspects of the police service. There are those which are not about only arms. Like I said, community policing, where the police will have interaction with the people and bring peace, like they did in Somali. Remember, even 80% of the police deployed in Somali could not speak the Somalian language. They needed interpreters.
Yeah.
We are also going to have interpreters.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, are the gangs agreeable to this initiative?
Of course not. Which gang? In fact, listen to what they have said. They have threatened this initiative. And the gangs are out of order.
You know the reason why I asked that question? You're being facetious. Just the other day here, we went to DRC. Just the other day, we took a peacekeeping mission to DRC. How did that one go? We were having problems even before.